Alright, yeah, I know I'm dirty. I've been working on voodoo, but before I get started with this video, I want to let y'all know that I'm in a Facebook page called Big Wheels. I'm going to be linking it down here in the description below if y'all want to check it out. It's a Facebook group that's basically open for all drivers. And if y'all are a driver, y'all are welcome in it. So, link down in the description below. Thank y'all for watching. What's going on, y'all? This is Jacob at JDQ Transportation coming back at you. It's been an interesting few weeks. I know it's been a few weeks since I made a video, but one of the main things I want to talk about is one thing I've noticed, you know, being at Prime, whenever I have a breakdown, it comes off my settlement. Well, the other day, I'm coming through Collins, Mississippi on my way back from Chapman, Alabama. And that's one thing I don't miss. Fucking ADHD moment, squirrel! But yeah, one of the things that, you know, I had a little breakdown. And I'm coming down the road and I'm on the phone with my cousin and I hear air start pissing out of my tractor valve, which means that it's actively pushing air. So I hurry up and I pull over, and mind you, I'm on a 2-lane road that has no shoulder, but my saving grace is they had a little side street coming up from the right, and it's got some little half-ass acceleration lane. So I get in that half-ass acceleration lane and I pull off and I pop the brakes and I start inspecting, and as soon as I pop the brakes, the fucking air piston stops. I said, okay, it's not gonna be that hard to find because it was making me lose air pressure very rapidly. So I pull off and I get on the, you know, on the passenger side out of the travel lane, and I start looking. And what I find is my drive shaft that goes between the two diffs was about 2.7 seconds from yeeting itself off of my truck. And before y'all start, oh, you should have noticed that, it was probably vibrating, yeah. No, fuck off. It was not vibrating. There was nothing that I felt in the truck that would have made me know that the drive shaft was about to fall off. But I'm gonna put a picture right here, which, mind you, it was not vibrating at all that I could feel. But it was obviously slinging around because it knocked the hose off of my brake chamber, and that's what made me start losing air. How it wasn't vibrating like a motherfucker, I don't know, because it was riding smooth as a Cadillac. So I call my shop foreman to see of any shops in the area that's reputable, you know, because they have a whole network of shit. So he sends me a couple shops and I start making phone calls. Well, Big Boy Mechanic Shop, or Big Boy's Mechanic, whatever is the name. I'm gonna have to look it up. I'm gonna put it right here for you. Out in Laurel, Mississippi. They answer the phone. Okay, tell them what's going on, tell them where I'm at. I drop them a pin, you know, text them a pin of exactly where I'm at. I'm on the side of the road for 7 hours, and they get to me, you know, they expecting, you know, to be able to swap the U-joints inside the road. Yeah, that didn't happen. So we pulled the drive shaft down, and I never needed my diff before, my diff lock, but that day I did need it, because in order to move I had to lock my interaxle lock so I can putt off the interstate or highway. I keep saying interstate, but it's US 84 through Collins, Mississippi is where it happened at. So I had to lock my diff. I go to lock my diff and I hear air. Okay. So I start inspecting, my hose is cut up under the cab. As a matter of fact, while I'm right here, I'm gonna show y'all what we did. So what we did was we robbed the air for the fifth wheel slide and brought it to the diff lock. You know, the supply line for the fifth wheel slide is right here, it just goes straight up. We robbed that and use this little piece of white line. We just robbed the supply line and brought it down here to the diff lock. So we did that, And then I made a U-turn on one of them little cutouts in the middle of the road. Putted down the Laurel to their shop. And then I spent the night there. And by the time I got there, it was 11 o'clock at night. So I'm fucking hungry because I done run out of snacks. I'm hangry. I'm mad. I just want some food. So I get on Uber Eats and I start looking for food. Well, I find Sonic and instantly I knew what I wanted. I wanted a large chili cheese tot with a Route 44 vanilla Dr. Pepper. So I order my large chili cheese tots with a Route 44 vanilla Dr. Pepper. And I'm tracking this shit on the app, okay? And it says they're preparing it for about an hour, which I'm getting more and more pissed off by the minute watching them prepare, because it does not take that long to fucking prepare chili cheese tots. So I'll refresh it one more time and it says, sorry, unavailable in your area. So I'm pissed at this moment, right? So I start looking around for restaurants that's still open at this time, because at this point it's midnight almost. Well, I find Pizza Hut. Okay, I really don't have room to put a whole ass pizza in my truck, so I'm gonna order a chicken parm pasta with some wings and some breadsticks, because skinny fat boy hungry. Well, I order it, they deliver it to this mechanic shop to my truck. I open up the bag, there's no goddamn fork to eat my pasta with in this damn bag. So that day, and keep in mind this is all on a Friday, okay? And the load that it happened on was veneer out of Chapman, Alabama, which this shit didn't come from Chapman. I'm gonna talk about this in a minute. But so yeah, I was supposed to be, it was my go home load. Put me home a day late. But yeah, they didn't have any forks in the bag. Sorry, I know I'm subject hopping like crazy. It's ADHD, it happens. So I start digging around in the truck looking for forks, because I'm pretty sure I have one, because I ordered Chinese food one time and they sent like 5 of the fuckers. Lo and behold, I found one fork that was in this truck. So I was able to eat my pasta, I ate my wings, I ate my breadsticks, and I went to bed. Went to bed around 2 o'clock in the morning. Then woke up at 6, because that's when they start getting to that shop, or it's when people start showing up. Not necessarily when they open. So finally get the truck repaired. We had to change a U-joint, a yoke, and a seal. And obviously the labor and the call-out fee and all that shit. But guy said, you're ready to roll. Go up to the office and settle up and be on your way. Okay, not a problem. So I get up to the office and I'm talking with the gal in there, and everyone over here is so friendly. Like, if y'all need a mechanic out in Laurel, Mississippi, I highly recommend these people. So me and her just chatting, which, by the way, I did those, and those panel lights. Oh, she looks good. Squirrel! ADHD moment. But so she tells me the price is like $1,200 something. Okay, here's my card. She said, oh, it's a 3.5% fee for using the card. I said, okay, swipe the card. And she looked at me kind of confused. She's like, you're okay with the price? I said, oh yeah, that's cheaper than I was expecting. So she said, well, how much were you expecting? I was like, yeah, $2 grand, $2,200, somewhere in that ballpark. And she said, really? I was like, yes, ma'am. And then she told me, she was like, I was expecting you to argue about a price, because everybody does that. And you know, she's being friendly, I'm being free, you know, friendly people. So I told her, I was like, look, I have no reason to argue. You know, I was expecting a bill $2 grand plus. It's cheaper than that. Y'all have been friendly to me, very pleasant people. My truck is fixed. I'm not gonna fuss about a bill when my truck is fixed, and it's a reasonable bill. mind you. And with the 3.5%, it was still $1,327.96. So you can't be mad at that for a road call for a broken drive shaft. You can't be mad at that. And that's what I told her. I was like, you know, the bill was reasonable. You know, it was nothing unreasonable. Y'all are friendly. The truck is fixed. I'm not gonna argue about the price after y'all already fixed the truck. And she was appreciative of that. I need to go get my winch bar. But she was appreciative of that. So finally get fixed on a Saturday morning. Well, I say Saturday morning. It was about noon by the time I finally got out of there. Got back home around 7:30 in the afternoon after I delivered over here. So it wasn't too bad, but I just lost a day of being home, which I was home again long enough for a 34 because last week I had left out on a Sunday to go down to Lake City, Florida to deliver a load on a Monday morning. You know, because money. And so I'm using leverage to my advantage right here. If I can, yep, there it is. So, yeah, I was not too happy, but at the same time, that load that the drive shaft broke on, that was a favor load. So those loads pay $1,350, and normally we get 80% of that. Being that it was a favor load, we get 100% of that. So basically, that load of veneer that I was hauling at the time paid for my fucking repair bill for that damn drive shaft that decided to eat itself off the truck damn near. And with, you know, I'm doing a whole bunch of little local runs looking at this veneer. I almost forgot that I want to talk about that. But my truck has to go into the alignment shop tomorrow morning. Today is Tuesday, so I have an appointment Wednesday morning at 10 o'clock to get a 3-axle alignment done. Granted, it doesn't need the 3-axle alignment, but it's gonna be at the alignment shop. Do it all, tax deduction. And actually, the Friday, whenever I had my breakdown, I was getting fuel down in Jasper, Florida. And I noticed my steers are wearing kind of funny, which I can go over to it and see if y'all can pick it up on camera. Nah, not really. But I was fueling up and I'm doing my walk around while it's fueling, and I noticed my tires are wearing a little fucked off. So go ahead and, I know it's not the front end components because it doesn't have any slop in it, and whenever I bought the truck in November, something like that, we replaced basically the entire front end. So only thing that's logical is it needs an alignment. So pretty much all this week I've been doing local veneer hauls, which is Florine, Louisiana to here in Lena. 70 miles, and you can do as many of them as your DOT clock will allow you to do. And right now this is load number 3. Started at 7 o'clock this morning, went and picked up, and then came here, delivered, and then did that 2 more times, and here I am. But I think I might have to talk with my dispatcher about staying on this, because this is easy money. These loads paid $335, I think it is. Goddamn fucking drill. These loads paid $335 plus fuel surcharge. So right now I'm at $1,000 a day for 300 something miles, not even 400 miles. I'm at $1,000 a day. Can I make more than that doing regional like I've been doing? Yeah, probably so. But do I want to? Kinda. I don't know. Oh shit, it's in high gear. But like I said, I'm gonna ponder the thought. I'm gonna talk it over with my dispatcher to see if she thinks it's reasonable for me to do that. But so far I'm enjoying these little local hops. It's easy, I know what I'm doing, I know what I'm getting. I'll just leave my dunnage all in the same place. Granted, going down the road with nothing on top of them, yeah, they're gonna shift a little bit. I just put them back in the same, you know, just adjust them a little bit, and 2 straps per bundle and roll on with it. But I think I've talked y'all ear off enough. Let's get one more good look at Voodoo before I cut the film. So yeah, I did that over the weekend. I did that Saturday and Sunday after I got back from my escapade. I put them panel lights in front of the breathers, and I put those blue lights up inside the breathers. And I was gonna make a video on it, but ADHD, I forgot. I just got hung up in doing shit. But thank y'all for watching. Y'all drive safe.